Hi, my name is Christy Robertson. I'm running for election to the Seattle School Board in District 3, and I'd like to share with you why I'm in this fight and what I hope to achieve. I've called Seattle home ever since I started my PhD program in neurobiology and behavior at the UW in 1996. Over the years since, I've worked in software, had 2 children, and grown more and more deeply involved as an advocate in our educational community. Currently, I'm serving on the executive board of the Seattle Special Education PTSA, and I've had the opportunity to meet and collaborate with so many others who believe that we can do better by our kids. What I think makes our public schools special is the sense of collective effort and community. We all come together, parents, teachers, and neighbors, to shape a vision for our children's education. We entrust this vision to our schools and to our school board. However, right now it's clear to me that our schools are struggling to reach that vision. Despite the tireless work of our teachers and the advocacy of our community, our schools are losing enrollment, facing a budget crisis, and failing our most vulnerable kids. This is why I'm running for the school board. As a parent and a community member deeply involved in special education, I bring a passion for inclusion, justice, and equity. I'm committed to ensuring that every child, regardless of their background or their abilities, has access to a welcoming and supportive educational experience. I'm excited about the opportunity to serve you on the school board, and I look forward to working alongside you to create a brighter future for our public schools, a future where every child in Seattle gets the great education they deserve.
Hi, my name is Evan Briggs, and I'm running to be your next school board representative. At its best, education opens doors and unlocks potential. Yet in a city of abundant resources, we face persistent opportunity gaps that are among the worst in our nation. As the parent of 3 SPS students, one of my core beliefs is that we advocate most effectively for our own children when we advocate for all children. We must align our district to focus on student outcomes such that every child in the city receives the education they deserve. From running a summer program for children of East African refugees to teaching at the college level and everything in between, I've spent time in the classroom and understand the unique challenges our educators face. From a parent perspective, my efforts to secure the support necessary for my children to thrive at school have been met with frustrating roadblocks. As a board member, I will advocate for policies that support and empower our educators to help our kids reach their full potential. Children are facing an unprecedented mental health crisis. Our schools are facing a budget crisis, and data show that too many students in our district are profoundly underserved. Addressing these issues requires big picture thinking and a systems approach to enacting meaningful change. In my years of advocacy, having served on PTAs and the Magnuson Park Advisory Committee, I understand that systemic change doesn't happen overnight. I also understand that successful movements are grounded in relationship building, which is why I will advocate for inclusive engagement policies, proactive, transparent communication, and strong partnerships. I chose a career in documentary filmmaking because I believe stories have the power to transform. Together, let's create a new story about education in Seattle. My name is Evan Briggs, and I would be honored to have your vote.
Seattle is a progressive, educated, and innovative city, but our public schools are failing too many kids, teachers, and families. There is a real but quiet crisis in our schools. Pandemic disruptions, declining enrollment, budget instability, and widening gaps in equity and outcomes. I am running for school board because I believe we can meet this challenge and build great schools for all families. I've called Seattle home for 20 years. I've fought for housing affordability as the executive director of the Washington Low-Income Housing Alliance. I've worked at leading technology companies. I've been a proud SPS parent, volunteering for school plays, chess clubs, and fundraising events. Our kids have had dedicated, talented, and committed teachers. But we need systemic change to address urgent needs. After a student died from gun violence at Ingram High School, there was little to no response. The board and district intend to close neighborhood schools and have ended vital enrichment programs. Students furthest from educational justice are, using the district's own measures, worse off than they were in 2019. The constant budget panic is a result of a fundamentally unsound financial footing with no plans to make real changes. As a result, many parents who can are leaving for private schools. We deserve a school board that takes gun violence seriously. We deserve a board that fights to keep neighborhood schools open and offer programs that draw students in. We deserve a board that does more than talk about improving the education of the kids most in need of our help, but insists on results. I don't have all the answers, but I believe that bringing in new voices is the first step to getting back on the right track. I would appreciate your vote.